As technology advances through today's generation, Dr. Rita Guy, author of The Digitally Disinterested, believes that HBCU students are falling behind, but the students aren't the ones to blame.
The students are very interested in the technology. We as educators just have to make sure that we are giving them assignments that will incorporate the technology into their learning. And then I think we'll be okay.
Through research, Guy found that students at HBCUs use technology not for academic purposes, but for social media such as Facebook and Twitter. Ashley Taylor, a junior at Tennessee State University, agrees with that notion, but suggests that the way it's introduced to the student does make a difference.
Honestly, I believe that HBCU students, they're more likely to use the internet, yes, for social media, but the interactiveness, I think that if it's taught well, the HBCU students, they can use it for any type of deal.
Patrick D. Calvin, a senior at TSU, also agrees with the social media accusations, but says that HBCU students use technology in more ways than that one.
I think HBCU students, based on the individuals that I know and the individuals that I've met, use the internet as a means of social interaction than of educational purposes. However, when it comes time for students who actually engage in education, most students use the internet to find books, sources, resources, other than going to a library.
Stephanie Murphy, a grad student at Tennessee State University, says it's not the professor's fault at all, but the technology itself.
I don't feel all the computers are updated. I don't feel the access to even printing to software to our email is way off and never works.
Although Guy's research draws attention to HBCU students specifically, she admits that she hasn't done the same in-depth research at predominantly white institutes to see if they are indeed using technology as a tool for their academics.
There has not been a comparison thus far, but I have it. When you read the book, I do provide a literature review on what kind of uses students from predominantly white institutions are doing with technology, and it appears as though they are in fact using it more for academic pursuits than the students that are attending HBCUs.
Taylor takes note of Guy's opinion and says that students are more alike than they are different no matter what type of institution they attend.
Just because the direction is different or the majority looks different, that doesn't matter, because a student is a student, and basically all they use the internet for is to create music, download music on Twitter, on Facebook, social media like that.
Calvin adds that social media in itself is being used for other reasons outside of leisure activities.
They use social media as a means to developing businesses, as a means to getting people out to events. So the social medias are more so a way of networking that brings that individual using such a media monetary value.
Guy understands the lack of disinterest that she's found, but takes responsibility as a professor.
We as educators are not levying or harnessing the fact that these students are interested in technology. We just need to use more of it in the classroom. I think it definitely behooves us to do that, and I think the students will follow suit.
Calvin agrees with Guy and thinks that professors should introduce more technology in the classroom as students continue to gain interest.
For this new coming student, I think technology is more of a must, and so a teacher must adapt to their surroundings. If a teacher continues to do or to teach in the same regard in which they always have, then obviously the students are not going to learn. So teachers should adapt.
In figuring out how to solve the problem, Guy says the sooner professors begin to involve technology in coursework, the better.
We don't want to play catch up. We need to understand that this problem exists now and correct it, because to play catch up means that it won't happen. We'll consistently be behind.
Taylor sees Guy's point of view, but looks at the comparison between HBCU students and PWI students much differently.
We are more prepared, I would argue, than PWIs, because everything's not given to us. We have to fight for exactly what we want.